Well, another adventure begins. This one's kind of crazy. We're here in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Independence looking for a big Moses Cleveland sycamore tree.
Riverview Road, and as you see, all this is like under construction. Probably since the maintenance is in here, and we have to park right there. We have to park the car. Park the car as where the road closes, and just walk up back.
This is a major project. I'm not even sure what they're doing here. Maybe a new bridge. Yeah. But we'll resume when we get to the tree.
Couple years.
Yeah, we'll get some updated measurements on it.
Last post market on it was 2022.
Okay.
So, God forbid there's any damage or anything to report it.
I don't. Well, Nathan thinks he's found something here. Oh boy, here we go. We haven't witnessed a gigantic sycamore in a while, so wow, here we are. There's it is. Wow.
Come back here often. It's so weird. Like you look at the two top branches, and it's like, yeah, that's a pretty decent sycamore. But you don't realize how big it is until you actually come to the base.
Holy cow! So. We will be visiting the inside of this tree. Wow, look at this thing. You really could take shelter in this thing. Look how massive it is.
Wow.
I'm gonna get some.
This is super hollow.
You know, if they took dynamite to this thing, you would never know it because it looks like its branches are growing just fine. Now, do you think there might have been a branch or leader on this side at one time that came off?
I don't know why it would be this hollow. But, I mean, you gotta keep in mind the tree is 350 plus years old, so.
Wow. This thing's really big. So we're going to get some updated measurements on it and, just experience the tree. So I'll get some footage down inside here.
This thing's actually more hollow than the... Wow. This thing's actually more hollow than the giant Drumsville sycamore.
That's saying something. Wide angle. Yeah, there we go. Like, this is like a classic, I call him George Washington sycamore because he liked the ones that were hollowed out. This tree, they said still alive, so doing good. You know, overall, it's still hanging in. It's just an adventure to walk around this thing.
Yeah, let me look at this side. You can see just how thick it is. Yeah, look at the other side of the tree. Put the camera off you.
Oh, man. Yeah, it looks more like the Elleville sycamore from
Elleville?
Ellwood. Elleville. Ellwood. You know. Wow.
Yeah, that's just a big old solid sycamore.
And it's hard to tell when this thing would have last looked like this all the way around. It's probably been, what, 150 years ago, maybe?
But the weird thing is that it's still growing.
Yeah.
So it's looked at this since 1946 with the big hollowed out bit when they first documented it with the Moses Cleveland tree program. And back then it was 73 inches across. But now it's 86 or 87 inches across now.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's still growing.
Beautiful. It looks pretty nice and healthy on this side. We'll get some measurements.
Get some good side of the tree too.
Yeah, do you want to... We'll get them on both sides because you're going to... You know what I mean? We'll get it on this side.
On this side here.
All right. I'm going to get it, so just hold on. I got to switch the camera.
Moses Cleveland tree. Or I should say Moses Cleveland sycamore. This is by far the most famous tree from the Moses Cleveland program. This tree, as of October 10th, 2024, is 21 feet and 10 inches around. What's cool speak about this tree is just how hollow it is down at the base. And I thought the drums was sitting outside. I guess it was even more hollow than the drums was. it's crazy because like when you look up at the branches, you know, they're just like modest sycamore beams. You look down, it's just like this huge thick bottom. Just the bottom side here. Yeah, this tree is insane. This thing is so huge. So here's the monstrous Moses Cleveland tree, or I should say Moses Cleveland sycamore. This is by far the most famous tree from the Moses Cleveland program. This tree, as of October 10th, 2024, is 21 feet and 10 inches around. Of course, the coolest feature about this tree is just how hollow it is down at the base. And I thought the Dromesville sycamore was hollow. This thing is even more hollow than the Dromesville sycamore. And it's crazy because like when you look up at the branches, you know, they're just like modest sycamore beams up top. But then you look down, it's just like this huge thick bottom to it. I just want to step on inside here. Yeah, this tree is insane. Ultra wide here. This thing is so huge. Alright, so here we are again inside the Moses Cleveland tree. The Moses Cleveland sycamore. For some reason, there are like these little metal stakes that are everywhere. You can see like that's just old like rusty metal. Right there, right there, right there, right there. I also found some more somewhere. Where are they at? Yeah, all through here, I'm just finding like little tiny metal stakes that are just kind of driven into the tree. But this is the main little area right here. And kind of the tree all throughout. Just super, super solid wood.
I think bees build nests in here.
Oh, yeah. And there's like a little hollowed out hole. You can see inside there. Tree still has some thickness. Yeah, you can see they're pretty good. Nothing really of interest in there. So what I'm thinking now with these little nails here. See, hold on, get to focus. There's one. See, there's one. There's another one. Is that a revelation? These are actually probably nailed in from the outside. And as the tree is grown, it's just like absorbed it, and they're about to make it all the way to the inside of the tree and just fall off.
All right, we're here where the Ohio Erie Canal, Tinkers Creek, and the Cuyahoga River all come together down there. You can see.
Oh, we're gonna have to walk across.
So we're gonna walk up here. There used to be a bridge. This is toward the upper end of Riverview Road. It's now.
Yeah, we just walk past. If you're familiar with the Moses Cleveland tree program, the most famous Moses Cleveland tree is a giant sycamore that's on the north, on pretty much the northern peak, on the northern tip of Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And we just walked past it, like probably 30 or 40 yards. And we're up at the Cuyahoga River. Look how fresh this railroad track is.
They might have been doing some new work on it.
Yeah, look how fresh it is. Well, this looks like brand new. See? This is like fresh track they just put down. See? You just got a giant bit of wood. Then you just anchor down the tracks.
And there, my friends, is the Cuyahoga River. You remember we
Yeah, the river's looking happy now that it's been raining.
So Nathan, the last time we were here a few years ago, a lot of that wasn't overgrown. A lot of that
Yeah,
You could see the pavement. Now it's all nature's taken
I
over.
actually remember us walking down through that exact way.
See, we've been here. We just didn't see that tree was hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, it's crazy we didn't notice it.
Because right behind you over there is the bridge where this road used to go on across. Like if you look, you can see where the road kind of...
Yeah, well, you can see the concrete on both sides. You can see the
Yeah.
guardrail on the other side, and you can see, and if you come over where I'm standing, you can see the concrete where the bridge is across.
like the ford. Oh yeah. Let me zoom in. So that is the end of Riverview, and then it used to cross the river over here, connect to Tinker's Creek. It's just, that's why history is more fascinating than the present a lot of times, because there's so much hidden history. You wonder why the bridge isn't there. Why did the road come to an end? Why don't we use this road anymore? You know, all these questions. But nature's definitely started to take over more since we were here the last time.
Yeah, these railroad tracks were definitely put in place in the last few years because these tracks look very fresh and new. I wonder how long each individual piece of the train track is. Right here is the end of Riverview Road, and over across the river, it's now known as Tinker Creek Road, I believe. And yeah, just crazy. I don't know how many years ago the road was taken out.
Look at the sandstone layers of the bridge. That must be 150 years old. And I guess that's why they called this Riverview Road. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, because guess what? It used to take you right along the river, Riverview Road.
There's a big sycamore straight over there.
Yeah, see it.
There's so much to discover in our own local national park. We just haven't cracked the surface yet. So we'll be doing some checking.
All right, so that's gonna cover it for today's big tree episode. This tree isn't quite as big as some of the other ones we've documented so far, but this is a very historic tree that has a lot of history behind it. And if you want to see this tree for yourself, really all that you got to do is park at Riverview Road, where the road dead ends. Walk about a half mile down the road, and on the left side you'll see this huge tree. And if you came this far, you might as well walk the extra quarter mile and go to see the Cuyahoga River, where Riverview Road actually used to cross the river. So, hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see you on the next Big Tree Seekers episode.